Here we are at Hardknocks 8 in Onehunga, South Auckland, New Zealand. It's the 29th of September 2008 and we are ready to rumble. Joining with you tonight from GladrapChannel is Pro Heavyweight Mike Douglas and myself, Isaac Savage. Mike, great to have you on board and welcome.
Isaac, what a pleasure to be here tonight for an entertaining night that we've had. Mate, you just can't get a greater atmosphere for a corporate, mate. You know, predominantly this is more of a corporate fight night, and we've got a pro heavyweight bout at the very end. And the crowd are enjoying it.
The crowd are having an absolute bunch of fun.
And haven't we had some solid big boys out tonight? And this is what people love to see. I don't care what anyone says, but when you come out, you want to see the heavyweights.
We've had some absolute bangers, and we're going to have some more bangers now. Both these boys tipping the scales once again, well over heavyweight. Are we going to see our first knockout of the night, or is this going to go the distance?
We haven't seen one tonight, and as I keep saying, I say it's going back to, we've got 16-ounce gloves, which is great for these boys, you know. But hey, when there's solid weight coming behind those punches, you just never know what's going to happen.
We've talked about the kill shot. We wouldn't mind seeing one of those shots tonight, but obviously in the safety of all fighters tonight, it's good to see these fights go the distance and for them to have a good fight.
I'm picking this is going to be quite an aggressive bout from both these boys. You know, I wouldn't like to say, but these guys will be picking maybe late 20s, mid-20s. I'm not sure about you, Isaac. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I'd say that, and it's going to be interesting too in the bell dings to see how they throw down. And
hey, who knows, we might have just gave them a big compliment and all, but
this bout is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds of corporate heavyweight boxing action. Introducing first fighting out of the blue corner. He enters the ring wearing red trunks with white trim. He weighed in at 121 kgs even. Give it up for Prince Tuiala. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner enters the ring wearing red trunks with white trim. Weighing in at 119 kgs, 111.9 kgs even. Give it up for Tuivai. 3 2-minute rounds. Arden Fatu is your referee in charge.
I've seen Finney fight before. He's dangerous. He's vicious.
Mate, how many fights have both of these boys have? Do you know their history? Because they look in shape and they look ready to go. Both of them are just actually scaring me, to be honest, sitting here watching them fight. Like, they look aggressive, tough men, ready to rumble.
I've seen Finney fight before. He's very aggressive, very vicious. But Prince looks in shape too, so this is going to be a great fight. Prince in the yellow boots.
As we're seeing the composure tonight as we go on through these bouts.
Finney there in the grey singlet for those watching back home. And as you said, you know, these guys do have a bit more experience, so they are starting off the round a little bit slower, but more composed and technical than other fights
yes,
tonight.
Very much more technical. These boys, you know, they look like they've had quite a bit of experience, or wherever their gyms are coming from, they're training, you know, they're probably training with some good level amateurs or professionals.
The way they hold their stance, measuring each other now. Finney, relatively composed. Prince coming forward, trying to find a home for that jab, and they're just sort of putting their hands out now to judge and gauge that distance and reach.
They're judging that distance and reach, and this is what I could like to see, as I like to call it, the money shot. There could be a money shot in this bout tonight. This could be our first one of the night.
We'll see, but it's still a bit of a very tense game of cat and mouse. Finney, sorry, Prince just missing there. That left hook.
And then both of these boys are snapping back to their composure after that flurry. It's good to see there's definitely boxing experience with these lads.
Good to see too the parry there. Look.
On a side note though, these boys look at the ink work these boys have got on tonight, don't they?
I mean, Finney's got tattoos on his neck, forehead, just under the left eye there. He's
they're going to listen to this later and go, why is that honky talking so much? But I'm loving the ink work tonight. It's great.
Lots of ink work from both fighters, and putting that aside, it's a hard one to call. I mean, this round's flying by, and that just goes to show how technical, tense, and
wow! Did you see that overhand that he just missed? Imagine if that kid had connected.
Finney there finishing with a nice body shot uppercut. Close match. I'm not even going to call it, but that was very, very entertaining to watch, Mike.
Both boys standing. I think it was great because it's a little bit more technical. I see Finney actually decided to sit down now at the moment. They're taking their breaths. Yes, much more technical, but Mate, if we had more time in these rounds, I could see one of these boys landing a big shot, eh?
I'd have to agree with you there, Mike. And you know, these 2-minute rounds are just flying by. Both these guys look like, you know, they could go a bit longer, but you know, we'll see. It's only 1/3 of the way through the fight. We've got 2 to go.
But as you say, these 2-minute rounds, I think it's great. It's great for, you know, not a big show. They're standing back and the night's flying by, and you know, time's just zooming past for this crowd.
The crowd's getting behind it. Everyone's entertained, and it's keeping things fluid and flowing. And as we go into round 2, Finnair there in the grey singlet, and Prince there in the red singlet and highlighter yellow boots. Whoa, coming off the ground there as he walked into the shoulder of Finnair.
Just waiting for the big tackle, eh? Like, we've got a UFC bout going to just all of a sudden break out. We're in South Auckland, don't forget, crowd. We never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's so far it's been a great night of fights, and
I just think these guys and their what the boxing ability they're showing is really good.
Finnair there jabbing out, just hitting the chest there of Prince. Still guys both sort of feeling each other out, but you know, relatively composed, and a bit of a headlock there. You're talking about UFC, it's almost a wrestling hold there from Prince.
Well, nice little short overhand on the right.
Look at the
He's tying him up, and you know, and those flurries in there, you can, if you can break that distance and close down those big shots.
Beautiful shots there from Prince.
Wow.
Finnair coming forward though, throwing a few of his own.
This is once again, Isaac, we've got another bout tonight. It's going to be very hard to decide between, you know, like, these judges have got a difficult job tonight.
I'm loving the way that Prince is sort of holding back, waiting, feinting, and then throwing a punch at Finnair. Finnair, though, you know, he's no stranger to danger. It's not his first rodeo.
But see how you're saying the feinting on the punches? That's where I'm seeing there's more experience in these guys' pedigree in the background. You know, in the background, you know, they're throwing these feint punches. As the earlier fights were on, we didn't see much of that sort of skill coming out.
No, and just as we see that, Finnair's not even feinting. He's just coming forward.
Wow, some big shots coming off there.
Like a wild man, just throwing. He's not even giving Prince a rest.
He doesn't want to tire himself out, and once again, he doesn't want to lose those petrol tickets. Because, you know, he's got to be hanging out for a second win. And then want to come if
he just threw about 20 consecutive hooks, and we all know even throwing 20 hooks at the bag can tire you out, let alone against another man pushing back.
Wow.
Big shot there from Finnair. But then Prince coming forward again.
Mate, Prince is taking those shots, and he's... Mate, Prince, you got a good chin there, boy. Impressive to watch.
You know, you talked about a round earlier being a round of the night. That could even contend for that being one of the rounds of the night.
Mate, it's been so hard on Hardknocks tonight to see which, you know, it's just been a great entertainment with these corporates. I'm having a better night than some of the pro boxing nights that I've been to. I've been to a few pro boxing nights over the years, and these corporate guys, they're entertaining me.
I thought you were going to say you're having a better night than the pro boxers in there tonight, but being here on the edge of the action is probably better than being in the ring with some of the shots we've seen land tonight, Ryan.
Well, mate, I'll tell you what, when you get those big shots, they're not nice to be on the receiving end of them.
Here we go, good people. Let's make some noise for the boys as they come out for round 3.
Third and final. We've seen an action-packed night of fights tonight, and this fight alone has been definitely one of the fights of the night, in my opinion, Mike.
No. This fight's been it's up there for me tonight, to be honest.
Finnair still, he still looks relatively fresh, breathing a bit heavier, but still holding that guard nice and high.
Once again, when these boys are living it up, I'm loving the ink work, to be honest. Apart from your boxing, which has been great to watch tonight out of the corporates, the ink work's quite good.
Lots of ink there too from Prince. He's just fully covered.
Oh,
big shot there too. Left body shot.
The old camera girl in the corner there, she's having to lean back, watching out for some big shots that might come through.
Like we said too, it's a very dangerous job for that camera person tonight.
Hell have the ACC isn't watching right now.
It's like a minefield, you know. I feel sorry for that camera person. Big shots from Finnair. He's just throwing his head down.
Great fight, lads. Very entertaining. The crowd's loving it. It's hard to say when you're in a fight, though, when you're in there like that and people say, because sometimes there's particular things in a fight you'll hear. It'd be interesting, these boys, what they're hearing. Are they hearing their corner or are they hearing the crowd?
Big shot from Prince, though, landing there on the chin of Finnair, but didn't really seem to affect him. 1 minute down, 1 minute to go.
I'd love to see these two boys get into a pro boxing bout. Those 10-ounce gloves on, a rematch, pro boys. I'd love to see
the
it.
way these guys are throwing. They're starting to tire a bit now. Starting to clinch and hug a little bit more later in this round.
Working though. Look at the work rate out of these two big boys. Oh, we're standing off a bit now.
Bit of a Mexican standoff here. Finner, just an absolute maniac coming in with those looping left hooks. The ref calling action. 10 to go. 10 to go as we go into this last round. Who wants it, Mike? Who wants it more?
Who wants it more? This last 10 seconds will decide. Then they're doing it. Great work from these two louds. Great fight.
Oh! He just looked like he wanted to throw a bit more, but the gas wasn't allowing. What a finish. What a fight.
Isaac, I've seen the smile on your face in this fight.
That was a cracker, mate. I love that fight. It was absolutely phenomenal.
Oh, and I think there's a bit of sportsmanship between these two boys, the way they're walking over. It's great to see tonight what lacked a little bit from a few guys was sportsmanship. And that showed a little bit. I haven't quite seen it, but I'm just judging on characters right now. There's a bit more sportsmanship. We needed more of that tonight, to be fair.
Yeah, let's look. At the end of the day, they're, like we say, enemies for a few, mates afterwards. And what a performance from both these guys.
How are you feeling, Isaac? What are you thinking it's going to... Well, we don't want to say, but hard to call, do you think?
Well, I just had a look over there in the corner of Prince. He's got Mario there in his support. So obviously he comes from a good hard gym training with Mario. I'm looking there too in the red corner at Finner, and he's got a hard bunch of fellas behind him as well. So this is a really hard fight to call based on the performances tonight.
Both teams are scaring me, to be fair. You look into those corners, eh?
Would not want to come across them in the dark alley, to be honest.
Let's hope it's civilised as everyone walks out tonight, but I think there's enough sportsmanship in the crowd tonight. It's going to be great afterwards.
Here we go for the official decision.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a round of applause for these two fighters. What do you say? After 3 rounds of corporate heavyweight boxing action, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision where we find a split decision winner. I know. Ooh.
Split
You're
decision.
fighting into the red corner, Tuivai!
Wow, there you have it, a split, folks. For those watching back home, one judge was in favour of one corner and two in the other. Split decision to Finner.
Split decision tonight. Well, if one judge is thinking like that, both of these boys are going to be looking back, and I think they both need to be holding their hands up, to be fair.
Hey, look, it was a very close fight, and a split's always hard to walk away from because one judge thought you won, two others.
We're at a corporate level of boxing. There's no corruption. Usually when you see a split decision in professional ranks, it doesn't seem to quite, it'd be who's got the money in the corner, but in corporates we can say both of these boys can sit back. One judge out of all these guys here on a corporate bout picked you out of it. So, hey, that's how close you both were.
And can the same be said for Triple G and Canelo?
I don't know how we can answer that question right now.